na orashi kwa brochire no
enye yare no yare
ese osekwa so ka John Mahama say I confirm a friend saying mathematics and na meboa yade ato me confirm mathematics na sa confirm o mabe de ewudifu confirm na aba ewudifu confirm and na aba intino that I confirm is coming to pay them back in their own coins. I saw a video obi o say dum so no ede your friend saying MPP buy no sa dum so na ede omoko.
Wow.
And that is where we are today. Sankenya sa Kwame. Your friend is saying the board members of
the Cocoa Board. And then you move bisano.
Odi train. Yen starting mobodi no.
Okay.
Board members. Yen modi no bako maminti ase.
Okay, mama shall say free a year. Chief Executive. Okay, we Brian Champion free one. Chief Executive Officer.
Debbie. New being free.
Okay, any Brian Champion. A Greek minister. Chief Executive Officer of Cocoa Board. Joseph Wanyedu. Nana Johnson Mensa. Nana Obenya Krofi. Eja Edward Oko Ampofo. Mr. Ernest Kwame Nayedu Addison.
Minyanka omo
portfolio.
Okay.
So Edward Oko Ampofo, Cocoa Health and Extension Division Director.
Thank you.
Ernest Kwame Nayedu Addison, Governor of the Bank of Ghana.
Governor of Bank of Ghana.
That's right.
Twaso.
Honorable Yao Frimpong Ado, Deputy Minister for Agriculture. Honorable Herbert Krapper, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry.
Okay. Me catch them say MPP for a abrofo a obiti hwa or say yanoya. Governor of Bank of Ghana.
Yeah.
Finance Minister.
Yeah.
Agric Minister. One. Sankrofu one any laptop. One any iPad. Full weight of them. And na any be. At a point, a Cocoa Board a struggle. Yentumi entria Cocoa sika. Yaboka. Ama yakwa manone akwa kope syndicated loan kurana yamayen. At a point I said be mamo kurano di 8%. Multi board ne so. Ena the bad I friend say mo pesa mo nkuminya mo kro no entino. This is how low Cocoa Bond has sunk. Namu to me a catchere Cocoa Board say iPad mo here your friend is saying yankoto iPad for and mamo
4,500. No keyboard.
Keyboard.
I'll bet me you show more iPad. Keyboard no
4,500.
Yeah.
Obi biya there 4,500.
Yeah.
Most Sankrofu, Governor of Bank of Ghana, won't mean talk. A friend is saying keyboard 4,500 in Yusu. Minister of Agric.
Say I will say through Mubutu.
Exactly.
Omompo moesi kangoto.
Adebako ame babesi so say.
Okay.
Abra NDC war power. Na ahonchire ewo Ghana. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Kandi bi say. Ministers nyina no yetimo salary so 10%. Sa 10% na de kwako seek ship compound ama omo a omo ni bie. We Jesus Christ sacrificed on the cross everywhere. There's no sacrifice bigger than this. 10% of your salary every month. Ghana was not doing badly, but we wanted to cut costs. Time a year cut the cost. We were also doing savings to offset loans. We have done all these things. That should tell you, say, na yehu enchire yensa. But we're squeezing ourselves. Senebe ya Ghana for a better one day. At the point, there was a free flow. And Yama air koso, ukwan ye yamao, unsio ye yamao, hospitals ye siamao, schools ye siamao. Everything was being done. But the pace at which I say economy, and you say, yes, so at 10% of our salaries. Senebeya. Yedibisi cheap compounds. Ama nurses enye adwuma aye. Ama cleaners enye adwuma aye wo ho na edi employment so aden assign so aba. We were doing all these things. And now cocoa board. Moon to me entia your friend is saying mo cocoa beans are more free cramun to me. How? Na some renumamu board members are taking decisions way. Mutumi she Ghana for enim. Mutumi she a come a Eddie and Crawford. Mutumi she unemployment situation. Numa katre say mun kote 4,500 per person. Na mun fan koto keyboard. Yes sir. Minim say okay your friend is saying me peace no enra. That was my first line. Me say me bomb price on make say April Fool because enra na April Fool.
Well.
Say na me sorry o mo ka say April Fool no munya enye you know. Let me tell you something. I make a try say one, it is a lie. They have been exposed. They were willing to go and buy it. They have accepted it. So, a copy of the letter will follow. I'm in trouble, baby.
Fatu screen so na.
Fatu screen so. Yenina yenkai.
Omukrata na omotwe ya omo de kire se your friends procurement no. Omunya nyintu mo no. Obetimi dia two screen so na.
No, me pe letter na nkasa na.
Okay.
Not their press nyom akohwesem we debi. Won say first April Fool. April Fool on Cocoa Board. Date 1st April 2024. Omutron enra.
That's right.
Enra was a holiday. Meboa. Yesterday was a holiday.
Yeah.
Inti official bi ani ho ananka oye adwuma ewo ho.
That's right.
It was written on February 26, 2024.
That's true.
Me pato monko esro kakra mo roli enko so kakra February 2026. It means it was last week me boa.
Yeah.
Last month 26 last week. Monko so kakra me share ade where the minutes are. People have minuted it and let me tell you the speed with which yes stamp no time train udejina kakra answer. Mo share no the stamp on it no. It was written on the 26th. The stamp was 28. Yeah. Wow. I want you to see the speed in which they were working. Afe obi aso o sign ye bia no the signature e was in the comment e was here. Share aha munya no say kakra. The second person o sign the time 22nd of February. Yeah, it was written on 26. Yeah. The letter was 26. And follow the trend.
Your team's on 28th.
And your team's ne patch say
27th.
Deputy Director of Administration Nankasa or signing 27th
February.
And sign a year stamp on 28th.
Goodness me.
You understand?
Wow.
The third person was your friend said
11 March.
Yeah. It was written 26th. Deputy Director 27th. Stamped 28th, 11th of March. Yasansu are approved. The last one cost because it was 7 people. This is the 7th one.
Yeah.
Into the dates 28th, 27th, 26th. That's to tell you how the speed, because board members as a omuhiya keyboard. This is the speed with which they were rushing to go and then. Deputy Director, I'm saying, where finance me boy.
Yeah.
That's the number 5. Yes, any dates. Enko so kakra.
Fire call.
Enko so kakra.
And apem.
So it should tell you say, enkrofo before obi paper, ushe paper trail in public offices you see say between ebia enipakra otro kane no yebe receive amana start ebeko budgets ebeko your friends administration ebeko account ebeko procurement ebeko say nyina no ebi dey to me take 6 months.
Wow.
Within a matter of 2 weeks and nyina ye show
na krata na beda bonten
exactly
na yetima ba bonten ten so abeka se yenya nyintu
exactly 7 people have minuted on it.
Yeah.
And look at the dates. 26, 27, 28, 29, on the 3rd.
You see, the old Kafa a year cocoa body, you know. The last time, number 7 4 ɛwɔ asetena mu no honorable Eric Opoku de nsɛm bi atu dwa fa sɛdeɛ ɔmo si sɛn nneɛma ɛwɔ cocoa board hɔ wode yɛntie kakra na afei yɛntoa nkɔmmɔ no so honorable Eric Opoku yɛ Esunafo South Member of Parliament, you know.
Mr. Speaker, we handed over cocoa board to them in 2017. In 2017, they incurred a loss of 395 million Ghana cedis. The loss came down to 78.2 million. In 2019, it increased to 320 million. In 2020, it increased again to 420 million. Mr. Speaker, 2021, it is 2.4 billion Ghana. 2.4 billion Ghana cedis. 24 trillion cedis. Mr. Speaker, in 2022, it jumped to 3.3 billion. And the minister says, the minister is saying that cocoa board is back on track. While he is projecting a loss of 2.6 billion this year, a loss of 2.6 billion this year, and we say that this company is back on track. Mr. Speaker, I'm surprised that the minister is attributing their crisis to cocoa roast. He's attributing the crisis to Buddha. Mr. Speaker, I'm going to explain to him the main causes of the problem that we are having with cocoa board. Yes. The first one is this. In 2016, total administrative cost at the headquarters of cocoa board was 363 million Ghana cedis. Mr. Speaker, in 2021, it jumped to 2.5 billion. Challenge me.
Me when the main campo
into Oshe this waste
across cocoa board.
This waste, this thievery are ecoso. No wonder 1st of April, our offices be a government institution be upon it is a holiday.
Holiday, yeah.
A cromfort to me cotton se control letter. Say yenyanto. Timer. Ye follow paper trail. You couldn't see it. All of you who sanctioned these letters, my signatures, SRC. Sankenye Tivria, April Fool Day. Ama April Fool, Ama Toewie. But they want to cover it. Ama Toewie. If you look the paper trail and the speed with which it was traveling.
But that made you my cause repair. More NDC. I
Listen,
mean,
Kwame, trust me. You see, let me add something small to it. And cocoa board, it is the best thing. We have never had any price better than this before.
Yeah.
$10,000 per ton.
Per ton, yeah.
$10,000 per ton.
Yes, bottom mako dunsia.
Yes.
$10,000.
They're not chain way. But cocoa board, atenase, ama galamsey for, asay ye cocoa. Cocoa board, atenase, one mom son per keyboard no. Oma tenase, ashama, sabin preduasa. Your cocoa is being smuggled to Ivory Coast. Do you know the implication?
Okay.
Ivory Coast is going to get about 1.8 to 2.5 billion cedis free.
Yeah.
Because smuggling na akosono pe omo cocoa industry mo no. The omo can say is between 180,000 to 250,000 metric tons. And you smuggle edeko. And no ama your production, cocoa production cry we are there at our lowest. Yanko this loader. It's only two things. Either say ye chiche nuyanegu edi galamsey. And now say ya smuggle edeko Ivory Coast. That is the preferred destination because do cocoa nyina Ivory Coast a share border. So it is easier to move it to that place. Inti ye misa yo ho. What is that $10,000 per ton? E calculate 250,000 metric tons a ayreya ye hu ya. Enya 2.5 billion.
True.
Yanenam. Say yema yen $600 million. Yen fan save your economy. So if we had responsible people on the board of Cocoa Board, if we had a responsible administration, Cocoa Board, and this year's 10,000 per ton price dollars here on the amaye, anka your problem ends over here. That is why I am telling you, say, we are able as NDC to transform the cocoa sector. If the cocoa sector alone, agric alone, can be able to 1 year give us this 2.5 billion, then we can assure you, say, all is not lost. But the greed, chrono, ewo enkrofo bitrimu no. Ya say, moja so empa huye trimu da. Paint the MPP anyway. Dress no foforo. Preko obesa so akoto binimu. And that is the MPP for you. So I am telling you in confidence, this economy still has hope. And that hope, no, trust me, say, we are going to transform. Especially when His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, was it last Friday, assured us when the youth were opening their youth center. Meseremo, now one of these days, Munkoho, either say Mukwako Sheho, and now say Mukwako a live program for the youth center. I'll be very glad. And Mefasa Kwenye also about youth department, you know, Abaso. And you see, we are all working as a team at the head office. And we don't want one leg to be bigger than the other.
Yeah.
Inti say treasury, Eye Juma, we must support them. Youth, Eye Juma, women, Eye Juma, support them. Communication, Eye Juma, General Secretary's office, and all those. It is this teamwork. And a very reflect to our regions, reflect on the constituencies. And on that program, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Eko Kate tape, no?
Yeah.
He says something, or say, his second coming, we are going to see the youngest brains as cabinet.
And a purposely be crack capture.
Thank you very much. We are going to see the youngest brains, Kwame, with your experience. Nyame eya adom na yaba power ni ayewo minister, cabinet minister. With your experience, you will know how to go, your friend is saying, outside the box to make things work. Sa old Dwade, Ajeneno, MPP, AUSUNO, it is going to be a thing of the past. And I'll use this to encourage the youth that there has not been any better time than this. There's no better time than this. That your friends and your colleagues, your peers, will be managing the affairs of this. He set an example for himself. Okay, baby. Or say, or no, at age 39, and Rawlings appointed as a deputy minister. At the age of 41, and obey a substantive minister. Kwame, how old are you? Who are telling me how old are you? It is our time. 2024 is our time. Mama Obi, Emma motivate you. Say go out there and go and work for John Dramani Mahama. You are working for yourself. I told some people that me, I've stopped working for John Dramani Mahama. I've stopped working for John Dramani. I'm working for myself. Because Nyame Adom na se John Dramani Mahama ewinia e ono face and there was so but me come home because John Mahama ni position ye one president of the republic on to me vice president on to me minister on to me enye your friend is saying
deputy
chief of staff and as
executive
officer.
Yeah.
And you would see me no. And ye John Mahama is taking one position. There are over 7,000 to 10,000 positions to be given.
But Ghana chafe woman yet. Yes,
that is what I'm telling you. Say, it all boils down to people coming together to change the destiny of this country. The leader of the team, Akatra, will say, "A mebunu time, a mebuna ombabe edisa adewi enim." It means you have a role in it. Okay? Say Habakkuk 2:3. Eka say, write down the vision, make it plain, so that anybody who sees it will run with it. It is ankamiyawu, and as a vision we have a to abonten. Say meburu na John Dramani Mahama. Me ntwe mo bi meka ntwe me say to fuel gumika mu ansa na makọ akwakoye adwuma. I'm not waiting for somebody to come and give me a motorbike. Say me nko ansa makwakoye adwuma. Because I am working for myself to the extent to say, minim say ebemua, either say menya table and chair be a use, and now say we transform this economy. In effect, you know, ebebua mesusu ejuma meye. That is all about the vision that His Excellency and the challenge. John Dramani Mahama. That is through
Obama. Wow.
And to have a cabinet of youthful people. Let me tell you two things.
But does that mean say empenindi and as empenifona omuwo your friend say institutional memory no and knowledge no on free cabinet one because when he has experience no so
as you see me I maybe 60 years maybe 70 years now me a board chairman me a board member. I'm using my experience to direct the youth, their passion, and how they want to get things done fast.
Yeah.
So there are places for everybody. But to run a day-to-day affair, and you see, there's a difference between being an administrator and being a leader. You understand? When a youth is leading, you see, say, the passion, the orientation is to get things done. An older person who is an administrator is looking at procedures and looking at bureaucracies. And that is not how to deal with any economy that has sunk this low. We must look beyond our revenue stream and see what we can do to bring people on board. What else can we invest to get a yield for our economy in the shortest possible time? And that is where the thinking is going to be after two. So for me, who MPP need be say bebunu bi no so MPP na say we kwadwofo he has no vision. Senya sadia anka sema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ekan you would have run with it. And then enkrofo ekwakoye business. No to me shani penny make train say Sabin Prediasa went to 200,000, went to 1 billion, went to say ya, minya say Emma.
Yeah.
Because retirees or pesika kufi. But at my age, minya any 50. Akabe 2 days, maybe 50. Plus and minus 4 years. Me wahe ebia 52 or thereabout.
3, 4 thereabout.
I'm so young, still in the system. If I embarrass myself, I'll still be living in the communities. And okay? At a point, I catch say, Omemu Ayetene. Nanado Danko Kufado is still renting planes. Because Sikana Omuvia in dollars, Edeko France, Edeko London, no, and ne yati omoto. Into Omudru, your friend is saying, use commercial plane na apeja. We've seen people whose friend is saying monies have been seized on the tarmac. Omakwa bruchamo omusika omdekwa koteno ye seize. Nya dia sa sika no kra broni so seize no de bre Ghana we seize e woni krum. Free revenue for abrofo because of our stupidity and our greed. but sɛ ɔfa plane na ɔkɔ te sɛ your friend is saying sɛbi president ɛna ɔtu kwan ne ntɔrɔ agya yɛn sɛkyi no saa that is why they don't go commercial ɛno no tarmac ne so no na yaba bɛfa ne luggage wɔ hɔ na ne briefcase a sika no egum no ne yɛde akɔ akɔgu embassy car mu na yɛtu na Ghana yɛho kyerɛ yi mu na yɛn na yɛkɔ akɔtua saa plane ni ka wo sanka ɔmo dwene Ghana ho po na sika mo awia na mo de kɔ anka mo nyi sika ne bi nkɔtua plane no ayɛ mienu ka ɔde sika ɛkɔ abrokyire ɛde akɔkɔ tɛ wɔ hɔ no wapɔ kakra to influence the economy of Ghana no that is how ɔmo run it on mine
ɛno nti na I mean with baabi a mode money akyerɛ no ɛno nti na ɛberɛ a mokɔ ɔkwawu no mode money kyerɛ business leaders na akyire no monante kwakuro no I mean castor na kyerɛ yɛ
you see
ɛne baabi a ɛbɛkɔ akɔwie
you see say things have changed Kwame meda nyankopɔn ase because ne ɔbɛyɛ biara no
and mami nye we wa bra akɔ Ghana kasa no mesɛ ho na videos no ɛyɛ kwawudie no NDC for nante no na mode fa ɛso sɛde bɛya yɛ nyina bɛhu sɛ de esi kɔɛ Ghana to so
hwɛ your places bi wɔ hɔ a
yeah
kane wokɔ hɔ no ahyɛ NDC atade a yɛhuro and some of the things that they say oh NDC a woodifoɔ party akorɔmfoɔ and all that I'm rather saying it to the glory of God. Say, ene, yeko kwewi. People were demanding our shirts.
Hey.
Yes.
Kwewi
from your friend say in Koko, and for the flag says sisu amobo pin aircono. People were just shouting, say, "Hey, namunkwana mo she, ye dia wahin enadie." And I saw people who were so passionate say. They had to remove almost 24-hour t-shirt. Obi ane check no two. Wow. No obi. And the person takes it and wears it. Obi to me unity t-shirt. No dia ma obi.
Eye party for no.
Party for no.
No yi no dia ma obi.
Party for na omo shebi no.
Wow.
No yi am obi ko. So oba and kraya. And these are t-shirts individuals are printing themselves. Party and printing t-shirts back okra. I'm telling you.
Ankra
na print t-shirts, no, and people are volunteering and doing all these things. Then obi on one kasa akwakoto ni t-shirts, a bit 20 cedis, a bit 50 cedis, depending on a year. Na we yi because obi bisa into no na odi amano no shene verse was you know or the walk. It should tell you the level of sacrifice that people are doing. And people are willing to. Last week, obi frame me. Also, a person or print be. Into any pakura or printing or person uhuno. Because you want to make some printing for the constituency for. And when I get these calls, and then they would tell me, you want to print t-shirts and nadia, just inform us. You be direct to the printers. No money mau. Now, for person with the mom, you freely give out because and the level of sabin predias anka yeko kwewi yendo awenum ni yeko. Sometimes we say so Eastern region there our target was 50-50 because we always go sometimes below 40, sometimes a little above 40 and all that. Sure, we get most votes sometimes from the Krobo areas and then the Ebia in Sawama Dwajiri so that you know. Oko Chebi Nase o fro ediako beposo and we don't do well there at all. Let's be honest. But the Nemino Okase the confirmation was this Easter. The request to have a meeting with the friends businessmen.
Yeah.
Were from their own your friends group.
Wow.
Yes. Sure. Nipa swens you as once and who the mood drew. And people can now testify about the hardship and the way some of their businesses are sinking. Sure, I can tell you, say most businessmen, they do business, they keep doing business because they want to keep employing people. Most businessmen, the fact say, obi on your profit, but as long as it's breaking even, why should I shut down? The moment I shut down, encrophobia, but they can tell you how their businesses are struggling. Yeah, the taxes are cool. And then people are importing, your friends saying, car spare parts and through Togo, through Nigeria.
And I'm at Twahodwa.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you
people are running.
And then I'm glad that about what you say, or two for say to a baby.
Yes, in a clean hospital,
yeah, because of a 20 normal was what you
Sebe, Sankenya irresponsibility. Abai wejuma. Ye netu ya tuo. Wejuma no. Eno bi say, me somu abuao. I know somebody who had imported hospital beds. Or the ba ababe check clinics. Nye di boni trimuno went to me into ya ena ujai wo porto. Sabe sanka ye wo aban papa bi a ote ye friend say governance ase na ogene timamufo ho a hospital beds na say we seize. The first thing that should come to any responsible government and say hospitals being a no bed syndrome. Yes, is the abaye aban dia no. Yen fanko hosa, some fanko those hospitals. Any pakra or import ye no kra no or babe donate into a say a hospitals be ye the akokoma kolebu, ye the akokoma ridge, ye the akokoma hospitals are omo lake better. Me sure so no kra no. Obeka say ye nyame adwuma eno wa ye nti ode ache kra na ode ache. Ye the adoma esi so auction. So be metal non fanko non ko Toma hospital. Connection men abemu.
That's right.
We season and then people are struggling. Incentives are yedi obi be call hospital bi nkra say enyo.
It is a suni biana business for issue.
Exactly.
And the President Mahama.
Exactly. And the assurances of, and you see, every assurance, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Bembiano, he based it on Abra or Abem. What he did to sustain people's businesses. May say the emotional part was on how Tema was planned. Tema Harbour expansion was planned to make it a hub for West Africa. We planned it to say, Yebema Obia, you cannot even think twice whether to import your things from Ghana, from Nigeria, from you can't take the only option
and it's over by Ghana.
That is why railway line from Tema to Mpakadai. Nobody in Burkina Faso wants to pay the transport cost. Yefa trailer. Edifa ya so from Accra.
No buy one by twice. I mean MPP are buying by Umiane President Akufo-Addo buy one by twice.
Omo because Sikano ewo ho ntino. Omo twaso du baby Sikano.
And it's a BB's sign.
A lot of things have changed. Because almost investigations, auditing, friends, value for money auditing and all those things. It took them a year. Contractors and so say we must review our costs because the way are not dollar price the way our materials and it's here. Nti no ejuma anka etwaso a yebetumi aye no sika no
ebe beka wow
and almost woman nisika or mode babe can say young fan to us. Nature say baby a human no be seen. Na esi. Hwɛ ye ba ba mu a ye wo edwuma so no e wo yenim. I keep saying there's a reason why John Dramani Mahama is the one coming back. I am saying this because John Dramani Mahama drew officer one no be never be train in office. What na hoda. Enye obi akeke ena oba be tunefo because mo tunefo da.
But Baumia say enam say one ni second term bi e prepare nti onfa ni bre enye adwuma.
Onim
ebi bu kra se bu ba be diako
eno kra na ese o ma usuro Baumia. Because he doesn't regard integrity. Obia onim he understand the word integrity on kasa. John Mahama has integrity. Sena ene onama na nkrofo de eboɔ eba onama na nkrofo eso kanea edi ahwe no. That integrity is what will inspire him to finish what he did. And I'm telling you this because obi obeka say obi last time there oba be ye eyi no, that is their irresponsibility about umia so ebre ho no. Because and you say nanado so all kwedi and nature say bibia amfa ne ho. In fact, he has even checked out almost to am primary so na bisa no say mo free me so na the next government no and e ba beto aso. That is their thinking as a party. Ye kofie ye lutu ye nya account to President Kofo anye bia anche mails on sign it your friend is saying on negotiate a single spine in we cry was sign it because I've checked out a NDC for problem but yen abra ye free power. Let me tell you some people's bitterness, some contractors bitterness. And I don't know how to say it, but I'll find a way of saying it. Yelusu abayin ewie no. We are doing savings. Says we are yeka se yemfa yensa nka because ye de betu ya say ye de be ye say no. Yemfa yensa enka. And some contractors were on the neck of the finance minister. Say yelusu ewie e kira wo ni ha bio. Sign ye check ma yen. Because MPP for ba omuntua. Because of the integrity our NDC, you're championing. Some of our own contractors, we couldn't pay them. Some of them are bitter because MPP is not paying them. At a point, MPP for Catron say, "So be to me this as a way abba." They be sign the amount. They were negotiating. This can we be sign the amount. Obiso watine fia chama commande no. On share profit.
It's Yedisi,
no. Na meda His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say. Yenina yamuase ye manisa insi form. When you see, me kasa neches yenina yemfa hu NG campaign yimu. Because it's the campaign of the youth, it's the time of the youth, and let's make sure say yenina will make it a success. Nama science so adana say Ote say chief imam ne yere akabebi no so no. Despite the hectic time okodi no wakwawu no enra otache down wa na oko chief imam ho.
Wow.
O sign so owie ye na oba okakwe north e one omobeye iftar obebreki fast no akwetema. Yes, and also no or you know. And he's not resting.
Wow.
He's not resting because he has a passion for the youth. And he believes in Ghana. And we make sure, say, Enema Ebeko Yens, Yenina, Yamonichidom, now you're making sure, say, things will go well.
Very well. Godwin Akogan, Beda say, Edobra, when ya nafe, wabel be some so, Ediatre Nano pay. Why Deputy Communications Officer about NDC, Emmanuel Kuono. Ochanya me yadoma be say hia bio e wo Dwabo Ase. Dignity right say kan na ko so ma akɔ gan ɛne NDC akyitafo na kɔ so mu effective citizens arrest on Brian Champon ɔkɔ akɔba kyerɛ bibi kakra yɛbɛkyɛ media no kwa me kagyema nie power nie ɔde power mid morning bra mu wɔ radio so wɔ TV so yɛyi mu sini ne yɛbɔ mo nnwom no 9 pɛpɛɛpɛ yɛde inside politics ɛbɛba prɛmtoa kase yɛbɔ nso bɛba kɔ so ade hwɛ TV SYZ ne tie power FM